Hello, my people. Hey, I've been trying to say this, do this live for a couple of hours now. Yes, I have been trying. Please, as you're joining me, just share. Because this matter is, you know what they say, something hit near home. This matter hit home, not even near home. Because this happened in my state of Maryland, where I live in the US, but different county. And I know this county very well, that this guy reside, that we can't get this issue now. Howard County. Wow, my people, this thing, the person know they understand how safe or how little things can trigger a person mentally, and the person will go and do what you don't expect that person to do. I can tell you it is not the 15,000 alleged, because there are news that actually said that the guy was not paying. The court didn't order him to pay 15 grand. But there's reading this whole case, I found, researching the case, I found out that the guy was paying some child care support or child support, which is being which we all have been saying should also apply in the Nigeria system. The parents should pay child support to their spouses, whether you be the man or you be the woman, or you should pay child care to the parents, to whoever is keeping the child. So, my people, I greet you all in the name of God, and I bring you all beautiful tidings. My name is Patience. I am streaming from the US. The US of A, Donald Trump country. Yes, so our Donald Trump is back. Our Donald the Trump is back. Anyway, I'm not here for Donald Trump. I'm here because of what happened to a young, promising Nigeria doctor that unlifed himself. Allegedly, the news that first got out that it was because of child support, as it was reported. The case against a 38-year-old US-based Nigerian cardiologist, Ikenna Erinne, who was reportedly unlived himself after losing a child support case or a child custody to his ex-wife. When things like this happen, you begin to hear people say all manner of things, that, oh, they were not married, or they were married, because there were so many rumors that they were not married, until the family of the girl, of the woman involved, started posting the traditional invitation card and the church wedding card. I think that happened in the year 2020. So these two were actually married. They were actually husband and wife. And it looks that the lady in question is also a doctor, going back to research. So it looks like both of them were doctors. So this Anambra born, is from Anambra State, doctor, who allegedly unlived himself on Sunday, January 26th, 2025, following a prolonged divorce, battle with his estranged wife, which also include the custody of their children. Like I said, I said this actually happened in my state, but we live in different county. The one Nigeria we call local government. We live in different county. In a different county. Like I always say, where I live in the US, in the state of Maryland, is the end where America end here. All you see is water, the Atlantic Ocean. I live by the, they will say beach. From my house to the beach is not too far. But, I live where America ends, in this part of the of this country. But they live in Howard County, following the court paper that was posted, that I saw posted, is Howard County. That's where Daily, which is about 2.5 hours away from me driving. So these two, it looks like both of them are from Anambra State. The guy's name is Erinne Ikenna from Anambra State. He's 36 years old. He's a young, promising doctor, cardiologist for that matter. I believe this guy would have been able to pay the $15,000 every month, because it all depends on income. It all depends on income. One thing people should understand is that it's not all doctors. It depends, except you have extra gig. If you just work in the hospital, you don't have your own practice. I mean, they make money, but not a lot as a lot of people think. They make good money compared to Nigeria. They make very, very good money. But when you have your own practice, you make extraordinary good money. So I don't know if this guy had his own practice or he worked at the hospital, but that's not the case here. The case is that the guy was ordered to pay, according to the initial news, which we later found out that wasn't truth, because the family of the lady came out and debunked the $15,000 childcare. Trust me, some people pay more than that. Oh, billionaires pay more than that. Yes. Some people pay 8,000, 10,000. It all depends on your income, on your yearly income. They go by your tax, your tax, what you file for your taxes at the end of the year. So this guy unlived himself after the court ruled in favor of his ex-wife, and they ordered him to pay 15,000 allegedly first. And I will debunk that after. If you look at the pictures that I posted, there's evidence there, because I like to do my things with evidence. Those papers, if you look at it, you can short screen it and spread it and hold it and look at it. The family debunked it and said the guy was ordered to pay $1,900, which is $1,900 every month. It was not 15,000. So this Nigerian American Clinton Udo, who claimed to be an expert in psychology and mental abuse, confirmed the incident on Facebook initially. This explained that this late doctor lost his license as a cardiologist to the case. That is not true also. Because for you to lose your license in the US here, they don't say because you have a child custody or because you are going through divorce, that would automatically make you lose a license. Because all these stories that I read, I've not seen where they wrote that the guy did this to his wife, or although there's a case of alleged abuse. Please share as you're joining. Share and comment. Just let me know what you think about this case, because this happened here. This happened in a country where the laws work. This is not like Nigeria, except there is more to this case that both families are not bringing out to us to know. For the guy to unlive himself, I don't believe it's just payment of child care, child support. That's his children. Those are his children. According to the case, it's 2 children. I mean, you will be glad to pay to take care of your children. That is the main reason why a lot of us migrated. When you immigrate to a place, to a country, or to a city, you're doing that because of the benefit, because of you want a better life for your children or for yourself. So for this guy to say he unlife himself because of $15,000 that he was to be paying to take care of his children, I would say there's more to it. Either there's mental health issue going on. Yes, so people, they wear fine clothes, they work out for streets. You don't know what they are going through. Yes, you don't know what they are going through. There's another story of how African men, because so many things are beginning to come out. When something happens, people will begin to attach different stories to cases or to situations that happen. Because the first thing that you will read in the news is that, African men go through DV abuse in the US, because when they come to the US, the women, they abuse the men. That is another story that is being propagated right now on social media. Dr. Ikenna, an American trained cardiologist, Allegedly, they said he unlifed himself. He unlifed himself just because of $15,000, which he could have gotten from a side gig if he decided to go do a side gig if he wasn't making enough. Following because of a divorce, which I still don't believe that, except he's paying alimony with, alimony, like I was talking about the case of Yuledochi and Miedochi earlier today, this morning. I made that video earlier today. In some, they'll say spiritual support, except though that included the spiritual support. According to, if he includes the spiritual support, probably is paying the mortgage and maybe other benefits and that the children will receive, which include medical. Of course, he's working, he's a doctor, he's working in the hospital, so there's health insurance that he signed into that also will take care of his children. So that shouldn't be a reason why a professional, a cardiologist at that, will unlife himself. I still believe there's more to him doing this. I still believe there's more to it, unliving himself, tying himself. That word is correct. It probably might be mental health. These are mental health. So they talk mental health. Maybe they don't. The guy is pushed to the wall and he just felt there's no more. Or maybe your family not there yet to encourage him. Sometimes too, you in Nigeria, you don't know what you gain, the benefit you have, because when situations happen, you have people that run around you, that support you mentally. That will say, oh, guy, just forget that. Come, let me take you out. Over here in the abroad, it's so lonely. So people are lonely, especially when they are by themselves. There's no family. It's not like neighbors in Nigeria. They're not here from you. They will come and knock at your door. Madam, or you stay with your landlord. The landlord will not see you throughout the day. You go come knock for your door. Say, my friend, I hope you're okay. I have not seen you or seen your family. I'm just checking on you. It's hard over here. It is hard in the diaspora for you to get that. So that's why you see that mental health issue is a lot in the diaspora. I don't care wherever you live in the part of the world. It's not just in the USA. So, and the little mental health issues we have in Nigeria, that's why a lot of people still don't understand mental health, how it works in Africa, because it is not something that they experience day in, day out, but it's different here. So personally, I believe, I might not be right, but I am thinking towards the mental health side, that this guy might have been going through a lot, plus a doctor that you'll be on your feet almost 24 hours a day, and if it's a cardiologist that he has to go through, and it's a surgeon, if it's a surgeon, cardio, whatever they call them, and you have to operate on patients. Sometimes they go through. When my mom did heart surgery here in the US, I was right there at the hospital, sitting down. For the fact that I work in healthcare myself, I was there. For hours. It took almost 8 hours. Yes. So you find out that these doctors, it's not just going to sit down in the office like you go sit down in the bank or sit down in a manager in a place. They work. They actually work. They save lives. Most of the times they are on their feet. Even when you go see them in their offices, they are on their feet. So they are tired. They are burnt out. That's what is called burnt out. So you come and put divorce on top of it, and this guy never rests. Of course, that mental health, mental issue, it go come out. It go happen. So I believe that this guy went through probably a lot of that, a lot of burnt out, a lot of not focusing properly, a lot of sleepless nights, and that affected him mentally for this guy to unlife himself. I don't believe the guy unlife himself because of child support. You could see that over there, this guy was paying. The guy was paying. The guy, they pay money to his wife for the child care, the child support. They said that the other story that we also heard is that this guy revealed that the person that found revealed that the deceased had spent thousands of dollars in the legal fees before the court verdict turned out in the favor of his ex-wife. Of course, when you go to court, what do you expect? You are going to spend thousands of dollars because the lawyers here are not cheap. You guys saw how Korabidi was, she kept crying all the time that she was spending thousands of dollars. And Korabidi told you that she spent over 50,000. I believe that. When you never go through stuff in the US, now you not going to understand how much a lot of people they spend. Even this immigration thing, people they go, people spend close 50, 40, more, a lot of thousands, 20, 10,000. If you get it right the first time, the minimum people spend in immigration lawyers is 5,000, and that was long time ago. Now they charge from 10,000 and above. So when you see somebody at that 10,000, you might have to even change lawyers. So when people come to tell you that they spend a lot of thousands for lawyers in the US, it is true. I don't know about other countries, but in the US, it is absolutely truth. So, and this losing his license because of that is totally false. But there's something that came out, you know, I think the family of the lady, that I said debunked the news. Their name, Amanda Chisholm, posted this on her page. And a lot of people were like so offended by this post that she wrote. Amanda Chisholm posted this on her page while there was a custody battle. I think Amanda Chisholm is the mother of the wife to this lady. And she said, while there was a custody battle my daughter is involved in, I only became aware last Monday morning about 3 a.m. Nigeria time that the deceased held her and her children at Bulala Point for 3 hours. You know, the GUN, that the Dr. Ikenna held his ex-wife at GUN Point with his children for 3 hours, right? So the nanny managed to escape and called the police. And on arrival of the police, they said he released the GUN upon himself. On arrival of the police, he released the GUN and the police found that he had passed on. I guess he decided to hand it himself instead of facing 3 counts of kidnapping with a deadly weapon, which could be 25 years to life. Now they are talking, you know, and what led, if that was what happened, now they are talking. You cannot say a old doctor, cardiologist at that, go on life himself because of 15,000. 15,000 is a lot of money, it's a lot of millions. That's almost 30 million naira a month, if you look at it, right? Let's even say 1,000 naira to $1. You know, that's 15 million, which is not. So I just say 25 million a month you are paying to a woman to look after your children every month, 2 children. So probably they were asking him to, allegedly, I'm just saying this now, which is not I don't think so, because let me finish what I was reading. So because the guy did not want to go to prison for 25 years to life imprisonment, he decided to end it all. That is, you know, that mental health. If he plead mental health for take him out. You don't need to say they crazy. There's temporary mental health where for plead. You know, people take mental health break from work, especially those people working in the healthcare. You can take mental health break for 1 or 2 days from work. They're not going to say, okay, you know, they can't work again. They just want you to just relax and refresh and recuperate and come back to work. That's what mental health is called. You're calling out for that. So this guy, truly understand how the system works. That's why I've made several videos where I say that when you come to a place, you have to learn and unlearn what happens, the law, the rules and regulations of that land. Because otherwise, you want to work on your own, you want to do, like say, you go make a lot of mistakes. And those mistakes where you go make, if you end up ending your life. like this Dr. Ikenna took his life now. If he had known of this pleading for mental health, for temporary mental health or whatever, he probably wouldn't have ended it. Probably they would have asked him to be on medication, or maybe take him to a period of, something. Maybe to take life where, give yourself. So I'm not going to criticize him because I did not know his mental health at the time when he unlived himself, when he took his own life. So I'm not going to question or blame him for whatever he did to himself. I'm just going to say there would have been a proper other ways that he would have gotten himself from maybe thinking that he will end up 25 years imprisonment or life, 25 years to life imprisonment. Every one of us sympathized with the children, even the wife, because now the wife might even be thinking that, oh, what if we didn't go to the court, if we didn't go through all this custody battle, divorce and all that, maybe it would have been still alive. You see why Nigeria is still good, because you get family, they mediate between marriages. The family is like, they come into the marriage when there are crises in marriage. They mediate, they try to talk to this, talk to that. And that's why you see Nigeria would say, they say, stay. Yes, that happens. It happens in Nigeria. Maybe it was in Nigeria that day. The family will come between them and try to talk to both of them. This guy wouldn't have ended his life. He would have stayed, even if they eventually separated or they eventually got the divorce. The family would have been there for him. There would have been a, what do you call it now? A support system. There would have been a support system that will help this guy to stay calm, to help him with his mental health. I still feel that contributed to the reason why this guy unlived himself. Like I was saying, I sympathize with the family, especially the children, even the wife. I sympathize with her because she should be watched closely. She should be watched closely because there's still going to be a blame game here, whether we like it or not. There's still going to be a blame game some way or the other. So the mother, I think the mother of this of the wife, the ex-wife now, is saying that his ex-daughter is not responsible for him taking his own life. That's the blame game I'm talking about now. And he said he thank God it did not generate to where he by her own daughter. Now she is being partial, which is normal. It is normal for him to say, oh, thank God, though, now himself, he buy, buy my own picking, it is normal for parents to feel that way. So, because a lot of people came for this mother to say, oh, buy our own daughter and grandchildren and himself, because it happens. That's what the woman was saying. This woman was saying that, thank God that this Dr. Ikenna did not buy himself, buy the children and buy himself, because we've had situations like that happened here in the US. Where people even a lot of women, they say they go through postpartum after childbirth because it still boils down to this mental health, no help, they are just alone, they are depressed. So they just say, okay, they just feel that to end it all is the solution. You've seen on social media when you see people, they go enter their motor, they go drive, go enter inside water because with their children in it, they want to buy themselves. So you see things like that happen. So it is the ability for you to have a support system that supports you, that guides you. Probably they have gone for counseling and all that, but I still believe if both parents were involved, this thing will not escalate to the way it escalates. That is why you see families when husband and wife quarreling, instead of you to be the mediator, to mediate between them, you'll be taking sides. That should stop. I hope this one don't teach a lot of us lessons. It is better for you to be, even if you are siding with your own child, which a lot of families do, try to bring the two of them together, no matter whether they are divorcing. I'm not saying force your children to stay in the marriage. Tell them they can go their own way peacefully without going through this system that will drain them, and eventually this happens. So after the woman said that, and he prayed, they said, may the soul of the deceased rest in peace. And she said something that is so important. She said, at this time, everyone is a loser here, and it is traumatizing for all, including herself. I told you, I said, there's no winner here. There's going to be a blame game, and the blame game is going to be coming from the people that are living right now, because they will be blaming themselves for not doing better to prevent this from happening. And that is what has happened now. So this Ikenna know very well. You know, the mother that is the mother, the lady said is married to a white woman, and he had 3 children with an Igbo girl, Francis Van Larry's daughter. They were not married because if he was, we will hear. This is somebody else that is commenting. They said he called off the wedding because of his family, and that is on his own. I will honor his memory and wish him a good sail. This is Amada Chisholm. He said Ikenna was always too quiet for his own good. So quiet, if you push Ikenna, he will walk away. One of the most intelligent students in my set. This is a fellow doctor or his classmate that is writing this about him. And he said, imagine a set with so many intelligent, top select students. Then imagine being top 5 in the set. In that set, Ikenna was very quiet, unassuming, and a gift to his generation. My greatest sympathy lies with his family, because I know what it takes to raise a son like Ikenna, from Navy to schooling in the US, from bachelor's degree to becoming a cardiologist, only for him to end like this. May his soul rest in peace. Honestly, there's somebody now posted the invitation card that I told you earlier, when this guy said that somebody said that they were not married, that this woman was just his baby mama. Sometimes you see, when that's why they say it is better to call off the marriage before it actually starts. So we don't actually know now, because they posted this and said this was on Friday, May 20th, May 22nd, 2020 at 5 prompt. This was what the wedding invitation, that was the traditional marriage, and the white wedding, or the families of this was total church wedding, allegedly held in Atlanta, Georgia, May 24th, the same year, 2020, in Atlanta, Georgia. The traditional wedding also was held in Atlanta, Georgia. So this marriage, the invitation card that I'm reading to you now to debunk what somebody else said, that they were never married, was also posted to prove these people. And the picture of the lady was posted. The picture of her and her father was posted. So they said Chibugo Van Larry on medical school break. Suzette Chibugo was, I think, is the wife's name. I think she also, they met in medical school, because this is so sad for a Nigerian to send their son or their children to the US. Do you know how much they pay international student school fees in the US? If you know, you will see that this was a total loss, a complete loss. It was a waste of funding. It just be like, say you carry money, go put them inside drum. You can't pour kerosene, can't light them up, make it burn. That be what it happen. For the fact that you can't lose your son, plus the money where you lose, sending your son to school in the US, not just school in the US, to medical school at that in the US, which you pay a lot of thousands of dollars. So my people, this is the case of Ikenna that has been going around on social media. And this also brings me to when I talk about not not staying in a marriage that you know that it's toxic, I can say that this marriage, with the way it seems to me right now, was toxic. And it looks like these two, they were not just in court for child care, for child support. They were also in court for DV. Because if you look at what I'm seeing here, you will see that these two people were in court. They were in court for DV. For DV, it said court ordered that they had a temporary order case on them. They said court order shall not abuse, shall not contact, shall not enter residence, shall stay away from school, and shall stay away from child care providers. So you see this man, it was a lot of shall not. Maybe that also drove him crazy. So it was not abuse case, it was just temporary, like an hold on him that he should not go close to his children. For a court to put that, then that means probably, allegedly, which is not posted here, there might be a case of abuse. Then there's this debunking that, to set the record straight, there's so much. He said he kpai himself to avoid paying $1,900. Francis Van Larry alleged his daughter partner who took his own life. So that means they were not married, because Francis Van Larry is the father of Suzette, and is calling him his daughter's partner. Who took his life was a deadbeat dad, according to him, and denies report that court asked him to pay $15,000 per month child support. You know, I said that from the beginning of this life, and I said I don't think this $15,000. Come on, how much? Even if the doctor they pay $1 million, they get $1 million dollars a month. I don't think the court will be so because it will still pay for their house, pay for school, pay for you go pay for child care, go pay for medical, and then they'll call the ask again to pay $15,000. I don't think so, because there's somebody that all the celebrity, if you go for the past, the ones I know that make maybe like 1 million or 2 million, they pay like $5,000 to $10,000 so a month. Not to talk of somebody that probably don't make up to $1 million a year. So now the father of the girl is saying that it was not $15,000. So my people, all these people where they carry fake news, you see it on blogs on IG that 15,000, I made the guy go by himself. It is not $15,000. The guy was asked to pay barely $2,000 a month, which was $1,900, $1,900 a month to his wife, to his partner, according to the father. And the father is now defending his daughter that the doctor, Dr. Ikenna, was not paying it. But I have to debunk that. It probably was not consistent in the payment, but we have received that the man was paying. Dr. Ikenna was paying more than $1,900 sometimes. Sometimes he paid more than $2,000. Sometimes he paid less. Sometimes he paid the $1,900. In a new post that was released, the father said in a new post, they claimed the late doctor was asked to pay $1,900 per month as child support, not the $15,000 being peddled online. He went on to share bank statements showing how much the deceased paid per month. He further alleged that the deceased sometimes only made part payment, and he claimed he called him a deadbeat dad. Deadbeat dad means say, they take care of his children. You cannot call him dad because he was paying some. Now somebody like Yuledoche, now you go call deadbeat dad because that one no they pay anything at all. The father of the girl of Suzette, Chibogo Valari, is the one that is speaking. His name is, I think I called his name earlier. His name is Francis Van Larry. is the father of Suzette, is the one talking. But according to the court documents, Van Larry, which is Suzette's father shared, the late doctor was asked not to contact Van Larry's doctor, not to abuse her, and to stay away from the children and their school. The case type was listed as DV. Well, I said that from the beginning before I took it back. So that means I was right. So the case, because I saw the court documents, which I posted up there. I saw the court documents. That was when I knew that this case happened in the state of Maryland, where I live. And this case happened in Laurel, in Howard County, So it happened in Howard County, and they listed some DV situations over there. So the father is now clearly stating that it was actually DV. So this dispute report that the late daughter brought his daughter from Nigeria and sent her to school abroad. Wow. According to the father, at least he's been truthful, that this Dr. Ikenna brought his wife from Nigeria and sent her to school here in the US. Wow. So this comes after Van Larry released a statement denying report that his daughter is to blame for the demise of the 36-year-old doctor. Van Larry also alleged that his daughter, their children, and nanny, that the alleged doctor, that he held them at GUN point. So my point now is, what would have led to Jesus? Could somebody not come to mediate between these people, between these two young people? Between this, the Suzette herself is young. The Dr. Ikenna himself is young. Was there nobody in the family that would have come to say, well, there's so many complicated stories out there. Some people are saying that the same man that is talking, except it's not the one that is tweeting all this, is saying that his daughter was born in the US. His daughter was never brought from Nigeria, like some people are saying, like he wrote or allegedly posted on his post. He said that some alleged, and to correct some nonsense, my daughter was born in Long Island, New York, a full-blooded American citizen. She was not brought from Nigeria and sent to school by the deceased cardiologist. She was a full sports scholarship in athletics and almost represented the USA in 2012 Olympics in 100 meters and 200 meters. She's also an accomplished pianist and trumpet. She holds a Doctor of Medical Science degree. I told you that both of them met in medical school. So that is why sometimes they have to look at what both of them earn. They don't just say, okay, because you are the doctor, you are the father, it is only you that will pay child support. They look at what both parents earn, and because for the woman to have a nanny, that means she works. So yeah, nanny makes, they make a lot of money. Some nanny makes more money than some people in the US, some people that work in the offices. Nanny makes more than your doctor in Nigeria in the US. House help people, they make more money in the US than you that is, you say you are a CEO, that you are a manager in the bank. So this is truly a thing that I think would have been resolved, or I think that would have been settled between these two young people before it escalated to this situation that both of them found themselves in. This is so sad, though. This is so sad. And I think that Nigerians in the US, Nigerians in the diaspora, we should try to, how do I say now? Still, that's our culture, that culture that we have, that we still try to mediate between. Let's make we take this Oyibo thing, Oyibo culture small. Me, I believe in this Oyibo culture a lot too, especially when it comes to the laws. But there are some things that you take that benefit you, and the ones where you say no go benefit you, you drop them. You drop those things that you see that will not benefit you. Because this is so sad. These are two intelligent people. That one of them will be live here. She will still be alive. She will be going through another mental health because the father of her children kpai themselves. He kpai himself, which is going to explain to those children for the rest of their life. And she doesn't even know now that when those children grow up, they might blame him for their, for their father's demise. Because the children will ask questions. Was there no way you would have settled this peacefully, amicably, without my father going above and beyond in a negative way to unlife his own self? You know? This goes both ways. It might be a win for the children to say, oh, thank God he didn't buy us. Because now they are saying that the man, Dr. Ikenna, held the children at GUN point. Right? So it is a very, very sad story. Regardless of how we look at it, it is very sad. It is a very sad story. We should, as parents, try to mediate in the life of your children when they are getting divorced, or you feel that there's something that they are going through that they are not speaking out. It is very good that you mediate, be the mediator between them. This is very sad. It is very sad. Very sad. You know, it's we have so many reports from different news outlets saying that it was $15,000. So those even New Sponge paper called it $15,000. It is not $15,000. You know, it's 1,900, 1,900, which is $100 short of 2,000. This guy was supposed to be paying to his children. So, it's sad. It's not a win-win. Like I said, it's not a win-win. But there are so many other stories that you will hear that a lot of people will be saying. Firstly, there's no proof that this man lost his license. There's no proof that he lost his license before he kpai himself. The only way he would have lost his license is if he had succeededly, if he came out or the police arrested him, then they took him to the court, probably he would have lost his license. As a matter of fact, those people are for kidnap with GUN. Of course, he would have been going to court. Probably he might have lost his license. But at this time, you know, we'll just conclude, say, the guy don't lose his license when the guy by himself. This guy was just 30. He would have been 37 in March. And right now, they're having a celebration of life for Dr. Ikenna in his home, in a funeral home in Eckrich, all in Maryland. You know, my nephew lives in Eckrich, in Maryland. So it's so sad. This is very, very sad. And I said it before, it's not a win-win for either of them. It is a very sad situation. And people share this video, because when we share video like this, you know, we share video like this, we try to encourage ourselves, our families. You are going through anything, there's something called counseling. If you don't have any family in the US here that you can go to, there's something called counseling. Or your church pastor, they can counsel you, they can advise the both of you. You know, for it not to go to this extreme. The counseling helps. You know, you can go to they have mental health awareness counseling. Most of these things are free, and they are so discreet that it will not be released to the public to help you manage your mental health, you know, to help you control and manage the way you act towards your spouses. There's this stigma in our society, especially in the African society, when you say mental health, they think, oh, the person don't they mad. No, no. Stress is called mental health. When you are stressed out, you are burnt out. Going for a mental health, you could practice some kind of relaxation which will help you with stress. That is why people go through, it is encouraged for people to go through those kind of services if you can afford it. And if you cannot afford it, the state they have a state program. Even your place of work, the hospitals you work at, they have such departments that you can go to, and it will not be made public in the hospitals to say that you are this doctor or this nurse or this employee is going through mental health. No, it is not going to be that. It is not going to be broadcasted. It is not going to be announced. It is only going to help you, that person that is going through that program. So this that is happening should be encouraged for our people, the African community, to use this opportunity to go and distress themselves. When you say you are going through mental health treatment, does not mean say you dey kolo, you dey craze, no, or you dey mad, or there's madness in your family. It's just your mental balance, for your mental stability. You know, so my people, I thought they lose my battery, and I'm outside. I'm not home to charge this phone right now. So please share this video, and share this video. This is very sad. May the soul of Dr. Ikenna rest in peace. May his soul rest in peace. This is very sad. My people, please share this video. I'm going to end this live stream because my battery is low and I'm just on 5%. I've been at 2%. It's going to go off because this is something that I would have loved to talk more on. Please share and subscribe. I thank you for watching. May God bless you. Before I lose this live stream, let me end the live stream. My name is Patience, and this is Patience Vlogs. Please share, and I'm streaming from the US. God bless you all. Bye-bye.